So this is going to be, oh, I don't know why my cards are flipped like this. This is going to be a reading for my Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me. It's going to be for October 25th through the 27th. Now, keep in mind, this is general. You only want to take what applies and, of course, let the rest fly. And if at any point you want a personal, just check out the description box for that information. Let's see what's going on, Virgos. What's the theme for this time frame? Okay, we have kindness counts. Bottom of the deck, we have know your truth. So with kindness counts showing up here, this is making sure that you talk better to yourself, Virgos. I know that you guys like have this thing where you guys kind of have this pessimistic view on things, and you may be more prone to, of course, see things from a point of reality. But then sometimes you guys can be a little harsh or almost expecting perfection from yourself when nothing in this world is perfect. And perfection, the need to be perfect or the need for things to be perfect all the time can create issues with actually producing anything. So a good example of this is like feeling as if you're not perfect at something or you're not good at something could stop you from becoming perfect. You know, understand that it's progression over perfection. And anytime that you strive too hard for perfection, you're missing the opportunity for progression, which could ultimately result in perfection, if you get what I mean. So for my Virgos who really needed to hear that, where you're like delaying taking action on this or that or doing this or that because of the fact that you're scared that the outcome won't be exactly the way you imagine it or perfect in a sense, understand that perfection is not something you could really strive for because nothing is perfect. Literally nothing. But yeah, it's a need for you guys to talk to yourself better, treat yourself better. Some of you may be feeding into negative thoughts that are not real. But present situation, I have the Temperance card. So this is you trying to remain patient, trying to remain balanced in regards to your relationship, your marriage getting better. Okay. Some of you are starting to lose a level of patience though, because of the fact that you've been trying so hard to work with your person's energies, even though you guys are two different types of people. The way you guys handle situations may be different, but in the same sense. And with the Seven of Cups, you could be very confused as to what to do. It's like you've tried to work with a particular job. You tried to work with a particular relationship, but it's feeling like things are just becoming more and more confusing. Yeah, you may be also getting a lot of mixed emotions from a love interest where it seems like one day they want to fix things, one day they don't, the next day they don't know. It's just confusing. Some of you have several different things that you're interested in doing, but it's like some of you need to focus on just one thing instead of feeling like you need to do all these things at once. That's maybe why you're having a hard time like executing a plan, is because you guys are trying to do too much at once. Again, progression over perfection. Now, your recent past with the Ten of Pentacles, there may have been a big focus on your family situation, on your marriage, on your home. Some of you may have moved into a new home and there may have been like renovations or like some redecorating going on. Some of you may have been actually trying to get your finances in order to purchase a home. Okay, what is this Ten of Pentacles here for? So clarifying that the Page of Pentacles fell in reverse. So yeah, this is a lot of you starting to realize that you want more so a structured love life. You're tired of dealing with people who don't know what they want, or people where you extend like the olive branch to see if things could develop into something else and they're not taking you up on your offer or seeing the value of you, you know, presenting yourself as someone who's interested. A lot of you don't do that often, and to feel like somebody's taking advantage of that is really starting to aggravate you. Now, what I see for the near future with the Four of Swords, you may go into a space of like really just separating yourself and taking a mental break from a connection so that you could really make sense of what you want to do next. Okay. It's either you initiating this break or this person initiating it. But for a lot of you, it looks more so like you initiating it. Okay. And if you have already been on this break, you guys are still going to be on this break and contemplating on whether or not you could trust this person, whether or not you should give energy to it. You could have a lot of personal questions for someone in particular. This could be another earth sign or a fire sign. But they could be presenting it as if like they're living their best life since the last time they talked to you. Now, what I see for the outside influences with the Six of Pentacles, what could be influencing your moves has a lot to do with you putting your effort and energy out there and then not getting anything back for it. So you being the one that's texting, calling, pursuing somebody and them not being interested or acting as if they're not interested could be triggering you to stop doing that. Or where a job where you keep working really hard and giving your best and making sure your work is perfect, it's like you get aggravated and you're like, you know what, I'm done with that. So this could be triggering a lot of your personal irritation and also, like I said, the actions you're taking during this time frame. Now, what I see for the advice with the Two of Cups, this is making sure that you're finding personal balance within self before trying to find balance or structure in a relationship with someone else. Only two whole people can come together in a relationship and have a whole relationship, not a half of person and another half a person try to come together and create a whole situation. Both of you guys have to be whole in order for you to have a healthy relationship. And if you're dealing with a Leo specifically, or really any zodiac sign where this person is stubborn or there's a lot of ego and pride and a lot of ego and pride in the mixture, there's a need for that to be removed if you guys want to salvage this relationship. Now, what I see for the challenges with the Queen of Pentacles, this could be another earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or literally yourself. You could be standing in your own way when it comes to your personal trust issues, or like I said, the need to be perfect. The need for things to be perfect could be keeping you from taking action on moving into new territories because you may be fearful that the outcome may be horrible. An example of this could be like you knowing that you want to quit your job, but then it's the fear of if you quit your job, going into a job that's going to pay less or seemingly fall through the cracks. Or like leaving a bad relationship so that you could attract something better, but then being fearful that if you leave, you may attract something worse. But what could be worse than being cheated on, lied to? Some of the things that you guys have gone through in your relationship, what's worse than that? Some of you are starting to really get impatient when it comes to your financial situation. It's like you want it to be under control, but for some reason it's just taking some time. But last card for the outcome with the Hierophant, huge focus on your marriage, personal morals, your beliefs. A lot of you also may be really focused on your spiritual path, like really just trying to focus on doing you and bettering yourself in a spiritual sense. Yeah, some of you really want to either marry the person you have children with, or if you've been married and you went through like a divorce, some of you still have this divorce on your mind and like trying to figure out like what went wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of energy coming through in these cards, but I hope that this was helpful in any sense. If you did take something from this reading, definitely feel free to thumbs it up and subscribe. Any information you may be looking for will be listed below, and I'll see you in the next one.